How's it going, everyone? I'm excited to start a fresh week here and really get the idea behind this project kind of rolling here. And over the weekend, I was thinking of ways to kind of tweak it and keep it fresh, keep it new. And I think I got some good ideas coming up here. So stay tuned for that. I also want to give a shout out to Patrick Cohen. He introduced me to the Daily Stoic, and I started that over the weekend, and it's a daily meditation reflection kind of thing. That it's very similar to this actually. It's funny that I started this before you even told me about the book. But it's just 5-10 minutes a day, and it's about stoicism, and it's really impactful so far. And it's really kind of reflect inner, which is the whole point of this. So I definitely check it out. It's the Daily Stoic, if you want to give that a read. But today, I want to touch on self-awareness, and it's something recently that I have really been struggling with, actually. It was, I guess, more of who I am, and it's tricky because you would think that you would know who you are kind of easily, and been one of the hardest things for me, I would say, is who am I? Who do I want to be? And for a very long time, and I mean still now probably, I'm very influenced by others. And I think it's a really tricky part of life is you want to be liked by everyone, and you want to, it makes life easier if you're liked by everyone and you never really push boundaries. But I noticed that I kind of stopped being me when I kind of gave into that. And if you look back for my own life in high school or even in grades, grade school was awful because, if I really break that down, I stopped being myself just to be liked by others. I was tired of being bullied. And so I was like, well, I want to be with the cool kids. I want to be popular. And I actually ended up letting friends go who were actually really good people at the time. Granted, I was in 5th and 6th grade, so I'm not being too hard on myself. But the same thing that happened in high school, though, is I was, in my mind, like, I was humble and all that, but no, I wasn't. I was a football player, and that's kind of the identity that I became was, I'm so cool and all this stuff. And even if I wasn't, like, in your face about it, deep down, that's how I felt, like, like, all these schools are talking to me. And I think that's when I failed at Boston College. Why it hit so hard is I came in like, I'm the shit, and I'm doing it because I'm just so good and all this, and that's not enough to motivate you. And I instantly saw that misconception that I had will not get you anywhere. And then still, though, it wasn't like after Boston College that everything just got better. At UC, it was plenty of times of, well, why am I doing this? And it's a question that I still have right now, and I actually was talking to my friend Ben Glines about after we got done training today, is why do I do what I do? Why am I the person I am right now in this moment? What defines that? And I don't. This might be part of the series where I don't know an exact answer. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to be more self-aware and try to understand who I am because I was part of a team. 2 months ago, if you looked at me, anyone like, he's part of the UC football team, he's a Bearcat, he does this, like, that was my identity. And I reflected so many of my own personal problems back into football. One, it made me resent it because I didn't understand that's where my emotions were coming from. It's like, I'm so tired and my life is so horrible sometimes because of football. And now that I'm out of that environment, I'm out of that bubble, it's like, well, no, it's not. You just have your own personal issues that you were putting through. Like, it's much easier to blame, like, you aren't doing well because you're not playing as much as you want to. That has nothing to do with the fact that I couldn't look myself in the mirror and really know who I was or what motivates me. And that is a process I'm going to keep working on, is why do I do what I do? And I can't tell you. And so I guess this is an example of why I'm doing this series, is to help understand that more and to really have my core principles, my core values. Obviously I have core values, but I, honest to God, can't look you in the eye right now and tell you exactly why I do what I do. I want to push myself. I want to be a better person. I want to do, but I don't know if it's just a superficial answer I've created to kind of avoid the question, But I guess this is inspiration for everyone else out there going like, who am I, or like, what do I want to do? I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to do. It's not like I don't care. I mean, I'm still gonna keep pushing the envelope, but I'm gonna figure it out. And I think I got the tools and the resources to kind of get a better answer. But I feel like that's one area I'm really struggling right now, is really figuring out who am I as I start this new journey and this new kind of lane of doing stuff in life. But so if you're out there and you are struggling with who you are, or what exactly you want to do, or what exactly motivates you, I'm in the same boat. So don't beat yourself up. Just keep believing the process. I mean, it kind of goes back to the trusting the process thing of the very first day we had. That you don't, honestly, you don't always have to know, but you can do your best today. And I'm gonna do that for kind of figuring out who I am. And eventually, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go. This is who I want to be. I have plenty of great role models. So this is gonna take time. I'm gonna figure it out, but I don't always have an answer. But I hope you guys have a great start to your week here. Just keep taking 5-10 minutes a day, journaling your thoughts, and like today, it's not easy, it's not fun, and sometimes you gotta admit, like, I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find out. So that is my thoughts on today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.